Hello everybody and welcome to a new Let's Look At. My name is Ben the Human and this is Moonsigil Atlas. It is a roguelike game with progression like Slay the Spire, except there is a Tetris slash puzzle-esque mechanic to the combat. The cards you get give you pieces, kind of like Tetris, and then you have to slot those pieces into a grid in order to utilize them. I was playing through the demo on my own. I unlocked a character by dying as Feldrin here. I unlocked Aladara, the Shard Keeper. I think we're just going to run it back with Feldrin and just begin the run. And I'll do my best to try and walk you through what's going on here. This is like the deity or being that has asked us to hunt down these creatures called Titans and defeat them because they're trying to destroy the universe or something like that. Take as long as you require, frail one. The one thing I still have is time because I died before. So we could gain 6 maximum HP, or enemies in the next 2 combats are defeated for you. Well, I don't mind if I do. I feel like 6 HP isn't really gonna move the needle all that much for us, but him killing the enemies for us is great. I think. Well, we have a 1 combat that we start with. Echoes of a sundered enemy rest here. That's so cool. We get to choose a card like we won the game. So these are the pieces that we get to pick here. There is no energy in this game. It's all about whether or not you can fit them into the grid. So what do we got here? We have Intensify. When the turn starts, you deal 5 damage to all enemies, and you temporarily gain Focus, which means all damage dealt by this card is increased by 3 at the turn start, and this piece will persist for 3 more turns. Most pieces get cleared after 1 turn, but this one will stick around for 3. We have a Barbed Buckler, which applies 4 shield to the region, and then we gain focus as well. In adjacent sigils. Interesting. And then Miri's Prophecy deals 0 damage, which is increased by 2 for each card drawn this turn. Well, you like generally draw 3 to 5 cards, so that's like 6 to 10 damage, which is pretty significant. It is 6 pieces versus like 4 pieces. I feel like the triangles fit in really well. I think I'm gonna take Intensify. And then where do we go? Remove a tile. I think that sounds good to me. I would like to remove, probably from Intensify, just to make it easier to fit. So these are like our strike cards, deal 4 damage with Bolt. We've got the ward cards up here, apply 4 shield. And then we've got a couple of special cards down here. So Dissipate allows us to remove a sigil that we played after we've played it. So like if I played a Bolt up here, I would deal 4 damage and then the Bolt would be on the board. If I play Dissipate afterwards, I can pull that Bolt off and free up the space for more cards essentially. Yeah, I think I want to take it off of Intensify and then just pull it off of the top there and try to make it as compact as possible. All right, and then second slain enemy here. And then what do we got? Handful of Gravel. Adds a Gravel, which does 2 damage and exhausts. Adds it to your hand. So it's essentially like 6 damage that you can kind of fit in wherever. But they also inherit the focus that Handful of Gravel might have, which could be really good. Especially if you had the like See Beyond, infuse Handful of Gravel. But you're gold. Wow, I think I gotta take Culminate. Deals 5 damage for every sigil you already played, including that one. So it's just better than Strike forever. All right, we're fighting a Rune Guard Adept. It's going to attack me for 10. It's going to buff itself, and then it's going to place a sigil on the board. There's already a sigil on the board. This one looks like it's just in the way. So the way you shield in this game is you have to play the shield in the region that's kind of lit up. You see like these beams that are coming off of our central hub here. That's where you have to play your shield piece. And the shield piece is this this white colored triangle here. So I think I'll start with Starfall And where is the best place I can jam you in here? Like here seems okay. So we get the 8 damage, and then we get the 4 shield from the corner being in there. And then I think I want to shove Dissipate up here and then just remove this guy. And then we got 4 shield that we can stick there. And then I'd like to get this other ward in there. But unfortunately, you're in the way, and there's no way I can get this. If you play this guy here, because the white triangle isn't in the region, it won't actually shield you. So I think I'll just play this bolt over on this side to do some damage, and then we'll just take the 2 damage. And everything's dissipated, but he is going to add another thing to be in the way. So he's constantly going to be doing 10 damage to me. We would like to play Culminate last. One thing you can do is you can right click on this guy and it shows you, like, you can kind of plan out where you want it to go. So if we wanted to play Culminate, I would put it there. I thought okay. They definitely told me that I could right click on it and that it would allow me to play it. Apparently that's not right. That's okay though. I just would have played it in a different order, but... And then, unfortunately, this guy is quite annoying. Keeps blocking up the central column here. Oh, it's getting bigger. Annoying. All right, Intensify is great. We can just shove that up in this corner here. And then we'll do Starfall here. Get some shield. And then we'll do a ward. It's tricky. And then Intensify will do damage as the turn starts. And then you'll gain focus, which will do more damage. Dissipate would be good, but only after I've played some wards here. Yeah, this thing is really obnoxious. But we'll dissipate it to get you out of here. And then we play another ward. And then unfortunately we won't be able to fit Culminate in anywhere, but we can get a bolt going. Kind of taking chip damage as the battle goes on. Good, 8 damage there. And now we just need to do 9. So all we have to do actually is play Culminate. Okay, we'll play Culminate there, but only after we've played this ward. Actually, we don't need a ward. We bolt. We bolt, and then we Culminate. You're dead. Okay, that was a bit of a harder fight than I would have thought because of that piece that guy kept adding into the board. Torment. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. Okay. Things like these where they can fit into little spaces can actually be really, really helpful. Exhaust this card. Add a copy of Dismantle to your hand. Why? Oh, I see. It's a smaller version of our other card that removes stuff from the board. Oh, you're interesting. But you stay on the board forever, and that is a difficult piece to work around. The Oblivion Crest. Activate the turn start effects on all non-hostile sigils. So that would be like if we wanted to really build around stuff like Intensify, adding Coralime's Verse could be really interesting. I think I just like this card to be able to cycle. Like cycling through your deck seems really, really useful in any deck builder, right? Offer a card, remove a card from your hand. I think I'll take a Strikeout since you're just a really good attack card. And maybe we can modify that card to make it a little better. There's an Elite Fight. Add an attack rune to one of your cards. Card upgrade. Give bolster. Shield runes on this card reduce enemies' attack by an additional X damage. Cool. Combat. Card duplication. Sigil removal. I think we want to hit that one for sure. Okay, so I think we go normal combat. After taking 12 damage from fighting that normal dude, I'm not feeling great. This is also not fun. We can't fit Starfall in here at all, because you're just in the way. Oh, but we can play on top of you, but it would remove some of our damage dealt, which maybe we're okay with. You're not actually attacking me this turn, so I think it actually makes more sense to get a strike in there, dump an intensify somewhere. Like, we don't want it to decay, because if it's decayed, it's not going to do any damage. And then you're not going to do any damage because the decay. Interestingly, though, if we cover up something... Good God, you're annoying. If we cover up something, though, and then remove it, now all of a sudden it doesn't count anymore. So you're interesting. I can play over top of you, and it doesn't matter. Like, this is what I was thinking of, is if we play here and remove you, see how that piece is gone now? That's kind of an interesting strat, is like if I had played a ward over top of it and then played dissipate to remove that chunk. Something interesting to think about. Is there a way? I think this might be the best way. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Stick with me here. Play you. Play you. Neither of you is really doing all that much, but you're going to come out and do a crap ton of damage. 23. Wonderful. And then you're going to shock him for 8. There we go. And now we just need to do 10 damage. You're not doing any damage. You're not doing any damage. This is rough. You're doing 16 damage to me. I don't have enough damage to kill you without Starfall impacting. And the only way I can get Starfall in here is like here. Or there. Oh, that's how you do it. So you hover over and then you right click when it's on the board to kind of plan. I see. Okay. So I'm glad I figured that out. So I want to do it that way to at least get the shield. I feel like... I don't know, man. Like that? And then you? Which doesn't do any damage? You haven't finished placing your sigils? Can I even... I don't think I can fit anything. Oh, I didn't actually play you. Ha ha ha. Rough. Well, we got him. Ooh. Deal 30 damage at turn start. Okay, so it's like a delayed 30 damage. Okay. Miri's Prophecy is... I feel like Condemned is just better than Miri's Prophecy, right? Although this is like, it takes 2 turns to do 30 damage, so I guess it's like 115 spread over 2 turns, whereas this one could be, I don't know, 10. Play other sigils in play. I think I'm just gonna skip these. I'm not really sold on any of those right there. Let's get Bolster. That sounds really useful. I would like to add it to you. Yes. Because that makes your shield even better. And then remove. And ideally, what I'd like to do is be able to remove from Culminate and get it to fit better. Like, do I want to take from here and then, or... I think it's better to take from the top and then eventually make it flat versus making it more of a triangle. Because that takes 2. Now it fits in the same place that the shield guy does. Ward. I would like... What on earth is happening? Hatred. Overlapping sigils apply 1 stack of strength to all enemies. Okay, so you're going to gain strength for everything I block up. Is that correct? I think. Sure indeed. Okay. So we just have to make sure we're covering everything that we play on top of. So we can place you. And honestly, I don't think we need to play Torment. I don't think it really gets us anything. Good block. And now he's going to buff himself. Okay, so we would like to end playing Culminate here. So we start with our Starfall. We remove the Starfall to free up some space. And now it's open there, so playing over there doesn't add damage or strength to the guy. So we go here. And then we go here. And then we go there. 25 damage is awesome. Although I don't know if oh, he's just gonna keep gaining the strength, I understand. So we want to try and limit that as much as possible. But he's doing 13 now? Oh, we got another Dissipate, which is great. So let's go, hold up. Oh, you didn't put the thing on the ground. Great. So yeah, ward first. There. Then dissipate the ward to get it out of here. Then do it again. And then we would like to intensify and bolt. And we're going to take 5 damage, but I think that was a good setup for next turn. And we should be able to end you here. Yeah, we got 2 bolts. Here we go. Done. Not too bad. When you draw a card, deal 2 damage to all enemies when it's on the board, and then play, draw a card. And then turn start, draw 3 cards. So I kind of understand some synergies that are going on here. It's kind of interesting. Adjacent sigils deal damage to all enemies. This effect will be added to sigils that are played next to this one. They must share an edge. So I see how it kind of like spreads across the whole thing. And then you would play a bunch of stuff next to it, which is interesting. What do we got? Shield Rune, healing, and then we fight the Astral Titan. Honestly, I think I'd like to take full health into an Astral Titan fight here. Because I don't know what to expect, because I've never gotten this far. Whoa! The art in this game is super cool, by the way. Like, really well done. Mooncast. They're planning to do something to the moon. Well, that's kind of rude. But let's try to do as much damage as we can in the meantime. Put an intensify in this corner here. Get a shield going, and then we are out of space to be able to jam that in there. Moon of Ire! What the heck is happening over here? Oh, nice! He does attack to all things. That's so good. So you're doing 16 damage. You're doing... what? Boss takes 25% less damage. Apply 1 stack of strength to the boss. And you're 25% and 3 stacks of strength. So we should kill both of you as quick as we can, if we can. I would like to draw a card. And I think I want to kick out a ward. Okay. And then I would like to play a ward. And then kick it out. And then I would like to bolt. You're doing 25 damage, which will kill the Moon of Ire. So I'd like to just keep dropping damage on the Moon of Wrath. Why did I think that was going to kill you? Well, unfortunately, he's going to gain 4 strength. Ghost triggers. This hostile sigil has a ghost and an effect that happens every turn. If you cover a ghost sigil entirely, its turn start and end effects will no longer occur. So we'd like to cover this fully. All right, we at least killed that moon. Defeated enemy. Oh! Oh, well, well, well. Now that we've defeated the moon, it is now added to our hand and we can play over here. That's pretty cool. Well, I think we want to cover up the moon rend for sure. So dissipate has to come out at some point. Let's start by doing this. And then we dissipate most of you. And then another intensify just here seems really good, because then you can put a bolt there. Although I've kind of made a mistake. Although I don't have to put a bolt here. I can put you here, and then you there. Attack the Moon of Ire, please. And then we go here to cover up the sigil completely. And then you're dead next turn. And now you're doing 11 damage to me? 12 damage to me? Times 2? Rough. Although, oh, so this is good to know. So these individual attacks, they can be blocked with just 12 shield. 12 shield blocks each instance and then goes away. It's not like Slay the Spire, where this is a cumulative 24 against your shield. It is a cumulative 24 against your health, so that's something to keep in mind. So another Moon's Heart is very interesting, considering we already have one. But I don't think there's another good card to put out here. So I'm thinking another Moon's Heart, and then you drop another Intensify over there. So we play Bolt in the free spot. We play Torment on top of part of the Sigil, which discards probably a ward. And we drew 2 wards, so it's all good. Then like this. Then like you? Because I don't think there's a way we can block you. Unfortunately, with the pieces I have. And we're also going to take 24 damage. Because I didn't get any wards out there. Oh, I should have turned you around and blocked this way. Because I didn't get the shield. That's my bad. 25 damage? Yeah, I think 25 damage is worth more than blocking 8 damage against me. All right, we can only really take one more shot, or I doubt we could take another shot like that, to be fair. But we have an open turn here in which we can just do damage. So let's go Intensify up here. That one's great. And then we go Starfall. Bolt, Bolt, Bolt. And then Dissipate just for fun? You? And then we can play a ward. You put an infinite thing onto my board, which is very annoying. And now you're doing 19 damage to me. Yeah, you're just in the way. Okay. Well, it's very annoying that you placed yourself that way, because there's no way I can use this guy. And, well, we could use this guy still, but... All right, you're doing 19 damage. So we would like to Starfall. We'd like to Bolt. And then how do we want to play this? We could do this and then Culminate, which should kill you, if I'm being honest. So like that. We play Torment to get more Culminate, and then Culminate finishes the job. Oh, defeated the Mooncaller Titan. And we get a gold card for it. Veni, transform this card into Vidi. I like that. And then does that transform into Vici? It does. And then what does Vici do? You're not going to tell me, are you? Is there a way I can hover over the upgraded transform? Oh, no. Because I bet Vici's like do 80 damage. Not that much, but it'd be interesting if it was. Growing exposed. The enemy receives 1 exposed per stack at the end of its turn. And I assume exposed means you take extra damage. Or exhaust this card and temporarily bolster. Ooh! I really like the idea of Keystone making our defense stronger. Very cool. And then all cards gain an extra upgrade slot. Next time you're offered cards, they will all be only 1 tile big. That's kind of cool. I kind of like the idea of Music Box. Hello! You've slain the first of the Astral Titans. No small feat, but the remaining 2 are even more formidable. Slay the others, free me, and I'll return to the universe and to peace and righteousness at last. Something tells me if I defeat the other 2, that's not going to be the end of the game. Oh, they transformed. That's so cool. And now we're on Mars. The Molten Crag, Night 11. Very neat. All right, onward. Great Star Weaver. I love how they're very like eldritch, like very Lovecraftian. You're gonna put a sigil on my board. Not something I like. So how would we best make use of the keystone? I'm kind of thinking something there, and then you place the keystone here, and then that boosts your wards that you place. So now they're doing 16 instead of just 4. No, it doesn't really matter because he wasn't attacking us, but interesting idea. All right, what do you do? Add a copy of Enwebbed to your hand. I imagine that makes it more difficult to play certain things. So you're doing 15 damage to me, but we blocked. Play to exhaust this card. So you just gum up our deck. This is kind of interesting, as we could cover up Enwebbed with Enwebbed. And I think we want to do it like this. And then if I do this, do I get I bet I get another Enwebbed. Yep. Okay, so you want to delete the Enwebbed all in one go. But we are blocking all of your attacks, so that's good. And then do 20 damage while covering up the Enwebbed. It's better than anything else I could play. Although I could, well, hold on. I forgot about Dissipate down here. So you go here. I get another Enwebbed, but I would like to remove you. And then I can play Culminate after bolting. And after an Enwebbed as well. I could Intensify too, but I think I'd rather just get an Enwebbed out of my hand, out of my deck. And then blast him for 35. I guess if I had played Intensify, the game would be over. So, something to think about. Okay, they were merciful and gave me two bolts here. So we just played the bolts and then we're done. Okay, here's the one tile card. Focus Strike Plus. Deal 7 damage if this sigil has focus. Deal another 7 damage. That's cool. Activate this sigil rune effect. Wait. Sage's Metal. Activate this sigil's rune effects. I don't think you have any. Or apply Force Shield to this rune's region on play. Discard your hand and then... I think Focus Strike and then trying to get it focus seems really, really good. What are you? Upgrade slots. Card removal. Remove a tile. I do really like the removing a tile, so I think I want to go upgrade slots into removing a tile. And then keep on going. The Night Whisperer. Kind of looks like a Pegasus with a weird head. All right, Culminate is great. So let's see what we can fit in here. So let's go Intensify. Let's go Focus Strike. Let's go Torment, and we discard the Bolt. And then Ward. And then Dissipate. And then we play Culminate for 30 damage. Jeez, Culminate is so good. Enemy is planning to give you a card. Okay. Well, hopefully I can kill him next turn and we don't have to worry about it. Because you're going to do 5 damage to me. Infernal. You must play these cards before your other cards. Got it. Okay, well, we'll stack you kind of over here in the corner. Keystone is nice, especially with Starfall. Is there a way I could get Starfall into the region while touching Keystone and also boost the ward? I think I'm one short of being able to kill you. That sucks. So you... I'm trying to think, like, is there a way I can finagle it so that the ward... I don't think there is a way I can get it so the ward and the Starfall both land in the attack region. So I'm just gonna play you here. Maybe there is a way I could have figured it out, but I wasn't confident in myself. Because if I play you out, the shield isn't gonna work, so I'm just gonna do it that way. And then, you... And then there's no way we can fit a ward in there, so... We're gonna take 3 damage, unfortunately. And then I just need to bolt you. Although you're gonna finish him off, never mind. What a giant piece! Apply 4 shield to this runes region, deal 6 times 2, and apply a stack of exposed. That's kind of cool. Growing exposed, intensify, deal 5 damage, temporarily gains 3 focus. Are you... Is that... Oh, I must have pulled the top off of intensify, and then I completely forgot that I did that. We have an astral gem. I forget when we can use these. It's like when we forge... Maybe if it's sigil forging, you could use the astral gem to remove two pieces, maybe? We'll find out in a second here. Upgrade 2 slots. How about you? Or you. Like, I feel like Culminate might be the way we want to go, yeah. It's got 3 spare slots now. And then we definitely want to go here. Move a tile. Can I use you? Yes! Plus 2 removal! All right, remove you. And you. Whoa! Dude, we're gonna get Culminate down to one triangle and it's gonna be legendary. We could fit it anywhere. Back to combat. Dead Star Forebear. Sure. Doing 15 damage right off the bat, huh? Oh, hold on. Where is the best place to put you? I think just right here might be the best place. And then Culminate can go here, and then Ward can go there. And then Shield, or Bolt, and then Culminate fits in the space in between, and then you are going to do 5 damage to me. But there's literally nothing we could do about that. All right, he's going to buff and add a Sigil, so we'd like to hit you as hard as we can this turn. So we go Bolt, we Torment to remove a Ward. A Keystone here seems useful. And then an Intensify, a Focus Strike, and a Ward that is just for fun. And if we can finagle a way to get a Focus Strike to actually do some focus, that would be great. Temporarily gain decay 10. So we're gonna have to juice Culminate like crazy. I think we go you. We play Dissipate over here to remove you. We play Torment to discard the ward. We play culminate here eventually. Actually, we could just do it to kill you. Never mind. We had juiced it enough. See beyond, draw 3 cards, infuse a card in your hand with focus. That's a way to get... We'd have to get you plus the focus shot together, though. That seems difficult. 2 stack of exposed, exhaust this card. Apply shield to this region. Infuse a card in your hand with this shape. Oh! That's kind of cool. So you can make something smaller. And then you exhaust this card. Okay, I'll try the reshape. It sounds interesting. What are you? A forbidden artifact. I have to go for the forbidden artifact, right? I think it's required. Let's do it. Looming Augmenter, 9 damage, and he's going to summon an ally. Okay. Well, we start out with the ward. We dissipate the ward. We torment to remove the bolt. We ward again. We intensify. And then we play, I didn't realize you were the keystone and not our, whatchamacallit. What did I think you were? I thought you were culminate. That's my bad. I need to read my cards. Augmenter Totem, okay. Well, good news is you are enough to block for us. You're doing 5 damage as well. And unfortunately, I placed a card in such a way that you can't quite fit. Although, hold on. We reshape. You. Hey, that's really cool. Now we can get the wards we need. And we can bolt some stuff. Let's try to kill your friend. Yeah, you do not need to kill this enemy in order to win this combat. Maybe I should have been shooting the Looming Augmenter, because now I realize you're summoning more dudes. As my bad. You're gonna buff yourself, you're gonna buff yourself. The 8 damage is very helpful. You're doing 6 damage. Ugh. Kind of thinking you to make sure we block your attack coming out. Focus strike. Oh, I played you in such a terrible place. Ward. I'm not going to be able to block you. And then we culminate it. Only 20 damage. We're going to take a lot of damage here. We might not even get to see what the forbidden artifact is. Well, we killed that guy. You're summoning it. Oh, I thought you were going to summon another dude. All right, you're only doing 7 damage to me, so we need to just block you with this ward. Great. Then we can dissipate. You're going to do 14 damage to everybody, which will kill you. So I honestly think it would be better to, well, dissipate this guy, play Torment, and get rid of Bolt. And great news, we've got the 1 ward we needed. I think we'll just play it like that. And then another Intensify to do more damage over time. I don't have a place to put this bolt, unfortunately. You're going to do 2 damage to me, but that's not the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Oh, you already did your 14 damage. All right, we need to do 8 damage to you. You only do 7 damage. What the heck? All right, if we do 8 damage this way with double bolt, that's good. And this gives me 8 shield. We get a focus strike in there and then another intensify. So 1 more damage coming our way. Good news is we can play the Starfall and get the full shield that we need. That's pretty good. We can dissipate the Starfall as well to clear up the space. And then we bolt, and then the ward is essentially just for free. And then you guys should kill this dude. Yeah, the multiple intensifies as they build up damage over time is really, really helpful. Invoke the skies, infuse each card in your hand with focus, play 2 cards. Oh, draw 2 cards, sorry. Draw 3 cards, infuse a card in your hand. I mean, like, I know we have that one small guy that needs infusion, but I'm just not about it. Hello! Find your way to the dunes. Our paths cross again, Frail One. Use this gift to destroy those who oppose us. So it's a relic. Very cool. At the enemies start each combat with half health, but attack for double damage. Yikes. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Or at the start of each combat, apply 8 shield to each enemy's region. I think this is pretty good. Get some healing up in here. Okay, so repair is always 25 HP, which is kind of nice. And then if we get through this combat relatively unscathed, we could skip the other heal and just remove a card. Would be nice. But no, we gotta fight 2 Night Petrifiers? Not cool. All right, let's see here. Where best would you work to allow us to defend as much as possible? So if I put you here, for example, I could ward next to you like yay, but that does kind of leave these 2 things up in no man's land up in there. Or maybe like that's even worse, I feel like that. Actually, that's actually not bad, because then you could play around it like that. Yes, I agree with my assessment, even though I goofed up the original play. So you go here, and then we want to focus fire the same enemy. You had block too? What? I didn't know you could block. And then reshape. I don't want to use you right now. Because I don't have a shape I would like to use you on. If I had been thinking, I would have applied you to that guy. But yeah, I like this guy up in here. You gave me a fear? Gross. So now you're doing 11 damage. Okay, I think you guys might just alternate. In which case, this is actually not that hard of a fight. So I'd like to go thusly. And then ward. I shouldn't have put you there. Because I can't play, yeah. I should have flipped it over and placed it like this, because then I could have placed this ward here, and then I would have been able to block the full attack coming out and do more damage with culminate plus. Oh well. Lesson learned. 3 damage isn't that bad. Watch, I die by 3 damage to the final boss. So we gotta play a fear again. You're doing 11 damage this time, and unfortunately, we don't have any shield, weirdly. But I can dissipate you. And then I can torment to remove a bolt. You still did. Oh, you at least gave me a reshape. That's something. Like this to bolster and then reshape the bolt? And it comes with a shield, which is kind of cool. And I didn't even think about that. Blast this guy. And then we would like to bolt you again, and then you stick intensify at the bottom. fear. Fear is annoying, but we can make it work. The only thing that matters is making sure Starfall touches you. So probably like there. Pull you away. Shield fully, and then we can culminate for massive damage. You're dead. Haha, we didn't even need to shield because we killed the enemy. I'm learning. Get blasted. All right, we start with fear. We follow it up with a ward that must touch you. Like this. I figured it out. And then we intensify. And then we focus strike. And then we eat 3 damage. I'd like to boost this guy. If we could like make its bolter even stronger, that would be pretty nice. And then you guys just sending out shock damage over and over is really nice too. All right, this extra bolt is great because it fits in better. And then you should be able to kill this guy, right? No. Because you only do 2. But you guys will finish him off next turn. Or you will finish him off next turn. Right now. Bang. Cool. Acuminate. Infuse a card. Or... Now, something that I just kind of thought about with focus, it wouldn't make it 8 damage per sigil played, right? That would be crazy. It's an interesting idea. Twin Flare, draw a card. It's kind of cool. But I'm pretty happy with our offense, I think. I don't think I need those guys. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the heal here. And I'm going to go ahead and honestly, I think I'm gonna remove a ward. Just because I think we have enough in our deck. And with the boosting sigil, I'd rather, holy God! Dealing damage to this enemy removes that many stacks of moon shatter. When it has no stacks left, it will be stunned for a turn and destabilize the moon. Do we want the moon destabilized? Or we start with 8 shield. We begin with Keystone. Oh, I bet it changes where he's attacking. I bet he changes where he's attacking from. So I'm gonna... You're a strange piece now that I think about it. But I think if I place you here, I can make you work. Oh, weird. Rotate the moon clockwise? So this way? This is confusing me, but I'm going to try it. Yes, okay. It didn't quite rotate it far enough to help me with my block problem. I needed it to rotate one further. I'm gonna play you. I'm gonna play you. Can I moon shift you into the space now? No, it has to be when it's played. Unfortunate. Will you come back every time I play you? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Doesn't this make... Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't this make Culminate, like, super powerful? Because we just have to... Yeah, save a space for Culminate. It keeps coming back. Oh, we ran out. Wait a minute. Is that what that thing says? Is this a so many times use thing and I just used it all for no reason? I did 45 damage. That's something. X times per turn, though. So we should just use that as many times whenever Culminate comes around. That's cool. All right, he's going to put a hostile sigil on our board. But we can start with Starfall, doing good block and decent damage, and then dissipate the big guy. We would like to reshape, like this, a bolt to make it attack and shield, and then go yeah. And I mean, like, we're over shielding ourselves, but it's fun to do. And then Moonshift doesn't really matter, so. Get blocked, nerd. Each shield rune temporarily becomes an attack rune. What the hell does that mean? You're doing 17 damage to me? And we have no shields this turn, which is crazy. I think we want to play Torment. Like, if I overlap you... Hold on. Stop it. Go away. What do you do? Each shield rune temporarily becomes an attack rune. I don't know what that means. That's very confusing to me. But I'm going to overlap you just because I don't know what else to do. I don't think I really need to rotate. Oh, it came back anyway. So now let's rotate. And we got Starfall in there. Okay, hold on. I need to rotate you one further. There we go. And then I can play you. And then I can play Dissipate. But that doesn't open up any space for me to actually play Starfall, unfortunately. But it doesn't allow us to play an Intensify. Did a decent amount of damage. What does this do now? At the turn end, our moon takes damage. So we want to end with Culminate for sure. You need to end in the zone. And I'd like to play you here, honestly. That seems like a really good place for you. So let's Moonshift. You're not what I wanted to play. Moonshift. There we go. So Bolt? Here. Whoa! You broke my moon! Well, this is rough because the keystone can no longer, like, function in a good way. So we need to cover up all of the bad stuff happening. And then we need to... How many more times? I can play you 2 more times. So ward this. Then Moonshift. Oh, you're already full. Okay, never mind. And then we culminate. For 65 damage. 75 damage. Great turn. And then you do 8. 16. Nice. And you're doing 7 damage, and you're going to put the moon back together, I hope? Perhaps? So Culminate, you get to sit here. That's where Culminate will go. Oh, no. We put Bolt there to shield us from the attacks coming out. All right, never mind. Culminate, you get to go here then, which means we would like to play Torment to dissipate the Moonshift, because it'll come back. And then I would like to dissipate... Honestly, throw out a bolt, then dissipate it. And you can play played 5 more times. So I'm going to play Intensify Then you. And you. And you. And two more times. To go like that. And then we culminate for 105 damage. Bang! 110 damage. I keep forgetting I get 5 more when I play the thing. All right, I'm liking this deck. It's pretty slick. Good blocks. The moon is back together as it was meant to be. And then you're doing 25 damage to me, which is a lot. But we can tank it even if we don't get any shield this turn. I think I want to rotate though to get you in this position to at least get some shield. So I think we focus strike just to get some damage. Rotate. Rotate. One more rotation. Starfall. And then that's it. We're gonna take 15 damage here. We just need another culminate to show up and then just blast the crap out of him. Hey, we got our prayers are answered. You're doing 18 damage to me, so we'd like to ward. Then we would like to intensify. Then we would like to just start moon shift farming. And the way I want you, where do I want you to end up? Like here is fine. We can moon shift 3 more times. So I'm kind of thinking you play this guy. And then you moon shift here. And moon shift 1 more time. And then you culminate. It's not quite as strong as I would have liked to see. But you guys should do a decent amount of damage this turn, right? 16 between the two of you. Pretty good. And now you're doing 22, so we need to either stun you or block you, and we should stun you this turn. Thusly. All right, we fractured the moon, and the moon is moved. Then we dissipate you to clear up some space. We torment to kick out moon shift. We get a big bolt. We get a focus strike. And that's all we can play. He's no longer stunned, but he is vulnerable. He needs 16 more damage. The moment is now. You're dead. With the Chrono Worm defeated, my grip on time is tightening once more. Slay the jailer, free me, and we shall rejoice together among the stillness. Something tells me this guy is probably not a good guy. What if we release him and then he starts attacking the world? Oh, we've defeated the final boss in the demo and unlocked the Eclipse levels. They let you customize your run and add significantly greater challenge to the game. Try another run with a different character build or Eclipse level. Well, alrighty. I mean, this has been a lot of fun. Victory ? And we unlocked a bunch of new stuff. Oh, not quite to mastery level 6. But that was a lot of fun. I really like Moonsigil Atlas. I would highly recommend you go check out the demo. Wishlisted on Steam. It is by Snake Tower Games. Highly, highly recommended. Well done game. And it's even easy enough for me to wrap my head around. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of things like Moonsigil Atlas or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everyone, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.